Hey Rousk, it's time for another CEO update. It's been a minute. I hope things are well. NAR has released their market stats. Ours come out, of course, about the 20th of the month from Dr. Brad O'Connor. What NAR is seeing is an uptick, about 3.2% monthly and annually. And also they're seeing about the median value across the United States at about 429,000. What we're seeing from our latest market stats in Q1 is that we're down about 4%, and I'm sure you feel that in your business. And our home prices are hovering for Lake and Sumter counties about $431,000. Again, those market stats come out from Dr. Brad O'Connor towards the end of this month, the 20th, and then they filter to SunStats. Make sure you look at SunStats. You pay for it. It's a great resource. It's something that you can put on your social media and also gather that information and disseminate. Great reports. There's some changes that you might want to take a look into. It comes into the appraisal industry. The uniform appraisal data set is getting an upgrade to 3.6, whatever that means. And what I was able to get from some of our appraisers that are members is that data sets are being changed. And so over a dozen forms are getting recalculated into data sets. That's an interesting new maneuver to try to get more integrity into the data that appraisers use. And we're looking at about 80% of appraisers hitting about the age 50 and up. Looking at the changes, you might want to speak with one of our affiliates. You can find those by going to the rouse.org website, filtering down to affiliates and member directory. We've got a list of appraisers there. Reach out to them and see what they see coming forward. Do they expect any changes in appraisal times? But that's something to be abreast of. That again, that's the uniform appraisal data set 3.6. They're just changing data set forms. Something to look for in the fall. What's going on here at your association? Well, we're getting ready to go into strategic planning for another 3 years. We're going to be working on that and being mindful of all the changes that you guys have experienced and adapted to. We too, as running a business here and running your member association, are looking to what we're going to be in 3 years. So once that strategic plan is approved, we'll pass that out to you. We'll also be going into budgeting season. For any information about finances, you can always reach out to the office. We'll be happy to sit down and make an appointment with you, show you how your member dollars are spent. Kind of the buzzword right now coming out of Tallahassee is the tax relief proposal. So Florida Realtors has put together a webpage to help talk about that, as well as a news source. We're going to link that into this video of where you can find the Florida Realtors news resource, where they've talked about the proposal. This is a constitutional amendment, so it will go to vote. Will require 60% voters to approve this. Look for that on the ballot, but you're probably going to have some consumers and customers talking to you about this and what it means. So check out the page of Florida Realtors and under public policy. Also, this is a great plug for going to Great American Realtor Days in March of next year. This is where you have first face-to-face conversations with your legislators to talk about these key issues, as well as ADUs, the environment, and all the other things that are impacting like insurance in our state and your industry. Lastly, as I flip the page here, because I'm getting old and forgetful, if you're unable to make it up to Washington, D.C. for the legislative meetings, you still can attend the board meeting by live stream. And to look at that for the Realtor legislative meeting conclusion, and the board meeting is nar.realtor/stream. Again, we want to thank you for your membership. If there's anything that we can do to help be your business partner, reach out to us here at Rousk.